Okay, so we have an update when it comes to... Sorry, guys, let me just fix my collar. We have an update, guys, when it comes to the Dawn Richards case. It looks like people are being dismissed. So many court update filings happening today. Hey guys, that's Murad Murali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video where it looks like it's been announced that some people on the Dawn Richards case have been dismissed from the entire case, have been dropped. So the fact that these people, entities have been, dropped from the case obviously is great news, but of course it's not good news for what Dawn Richards is trying to do. Notice of voluntarily dismissal pursuant of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedures, the plaintiff and their counsels hereby give notice that the above captioned action is voluntarily dismissed without prejudice against the defendants Diageo and Ciroc Distilling Company have both been dropped. From Dawn Richards' case again against Sean Combs, co-defendants Diageo and Ciroc have been dropped, have been dismissed. So this is a brand new update from, a court reporter letting us know that these two major entities are no longer facing charges in the Dawn Richards stuff, which probably is going to lead to even Diddy being dismissed from that case as well. And I really hope not, but I don't know why Dawn herself would obviously add Ciroc and Diageo into the case. They are huge brands. If Diageo is the one to probably bring down Diddy, helping Cassie, then they can really get themselves out of lawsuits that don't really directly involve them, and this is an example. Diageo has been dropped from them. So a significant update in the Dawn Richards case. Remember, there are many civil lawsuits happening outside of the criminal stuff, and we have to stay on top of everything. This has been, it's not really directly affecting Diddy because Diageo and Ciroc are separate entities, but if these two entities are being dropped back to back, then it is likely that Diddy can even be dropped from this case, and this entire case can just be dismissed because the judge is thinking, wait, why are you adding these two entities? It doesn't make any sense. I'm just drop them, dismiss them. You know what? Let me just dismiss the whole case. This stuff is just annoying me. Like, a judge can actually do stuff like that if they're seeing inaccuracies in a case and it doesn't make sense. They'll probably ask her to refile it, or it gets dismissed completely if that takes place. And if that does take place, that is not a good look for Dawn Richards. It's not good for her. It's been a good day for Diddy in regards to small minor victories for the fact that a main civil lawsuit right after Cassie's in 2023 has been dropped. That woman was fighting to stay anonymous. I believe this is the 18-year-old girl at the time, was sitting on Diddy's lap at Daddy's house, the recording studio, and for that now to be dismissed because this person was anonymous, and that's what Douglas Wigdor, Cassie's lawyer, was fighting for with this other alleged victim, is that she wants to be anonymous. So this is a lesson to future people who are filing against Diddy for civil lawsuits. Come with your chest, come with your first name, come with your second name, come with it all. It's not easy, but it definitely helps your case. It gives you credibility, and it's, less likely for your case to be dismissed. So a small minor victory for Diddy in that instance, in that, one lawsuit has gone out the window, and in a second lawsuit with Dawn Richards, two entities have been dropped, and that it's likely a judge can just dismiss the whole thing or ask her to refile it. So not only that, but of course Diddy and his lawyers put out strongly worded letters about spies and fake workers and etc., as I read out to you in my last video. And so it looks like they're asking for that hearing, and that hearing is most likely going to be admitted to Diddy, and then we're going to see some more court stuff. There are videos floating around on Diddy with the footage, court footage being leaked. I did discuss that 2 days ago with you guys. If you guys can recall, I'm not putting it up here because it's a federal trial, and to leak and continue to help share that footage, I'm sure, is a crime in some way, shape or form, and just not great at all. Now the question to me is, who is filming this? I feel like there are agents of chaos that are working for Diddy that look like that they're working for the alleged victims. Because that YouTuber who interviewed that woman who lied, saying that she was pretending to be that 18-year-old sitting on Diddy's lap that everybody believed and went absolutely viral, now within, a week after that interview, the real identity of that woman has had her case been dismissed. I feel like there are agents of chaos. I feel like there are agents of chaos. I feel like there are people who are, on the other side pretending to work for the alleged victims and raise awareness, but they're just confusing everybody, putting information out there, and look what it's actually possibly led to. I'm not saying the two are related, but it's way too coincidental. An actual lawsuit against Diddy has been dismissed. we got to use our discernment, guys, in this moment of time. Now 50 Cent is, you know, coming for Jay-Z. Well, he was asked a question on a, you know, interview, and to me it is very intriguing how Jay-Z has just really been in the news for the past week straight. If it's not MIA, if it's not XYZ, I don't know, it's just a lot. But 50 Cent recently reflected on the relationship with Jay-Z and recalled how the Rock Nation mogul Jay-Z tried to block him from performing at the Super Bowl. Speaking with Cameron, he says, "Our culture is competitive. I think when it goes past the music itself to the blocking thing in business, then I don't understand why Jay-Z would do that. Right now, he's not even competing for a slot. He doesn't even have a new song, Jay-Z, that he wants to be on the top 10 or top 5. So why is Jay-Z still competing with me? That doesn't make any sense. What are we competing for?" From there, he recorded his feud with Fat Joe and explained that it got to the point where he couldn't even remember why they were beefing. He added that these things just naturally dissolve over time. Of course, this was, you know, in regards to everything going on with the 50 Cent and, you know, with Snoop and Mary J and, you know, Mary J Blige and Kendrick when they all did the Super Bowl in 2022, and Jay-Z tried to block 50's last minute surprise situation because of the beef that they have, or 50's making comments or whatever. And of course 50's responded today to this to say that, Jay-Z, you're not even fighting for a top 5, top 10 song right now. I don't understand why you're trying to block me. It doesn't make any sense when it comes to business. I think 50 Cent doesn't believe that he is competition because he actually is a huge mogul in that respect. But at the same time, Jay-Z blocking 50 last minute like this, it's some sly, slick stuff that this man's continually been doing, I would assume, in this industry. My question is, when we look at it from a bird's eye view, first is the MIA stuff, then it was, you know, his cannabis stuff dropping many years ago and that all being public information, and now 50's responding to the stuff about Jay-Z. He's basically been in the press for the past week with everything being negative connotations. I don't think all of this is going to lead to a Jay-Z downfall tomorrow, but what I'm saying is that it's just intriguing to see, and that if R. Kelly and Diddy have fallen and they have been just as powerful as Jay-Z and they're all friends with Jay-Z, you never really know. You never really know. I just feel like it is intriguing that his name is being mentioned more in some kind of way when it comes to the press, when it comes to, you know, other musicians saying stuff. And if we cast our minds back to Suge Knight, when he said literally a couple of months ago this year that Jay-Z and Dr. Dre were both privy to all of the criminal stuff that Diddy was doing and all of the harm that he was putting upon people. Suge Knight acknowledged that though some people do deserve some time for what they have done, he does mention facts is facts. Where we at now, I don't care if it's T.I., I don't care if it's Rick Ross, I don't care if it's Jay-Z, I don't care if it's Snoop, the Game Dre. Nobody's stepping up on the fact that they absolutely know what is going on. And, you know, he directed his energy to major powers, you know, Clive Davis and Jimmy Iovine, as we've been discussing and talking about. But he does mention Jay-Z and Dre and how they both knew what was going on about everything with Diddy. I feel like I missed the mark on this conversation about what Suge was saying, because I feel like he's been speaking about it from his prison cell 24/7, but I just feel like even him mentioning Jay-Z's name, saying that Jay-Z knew stuff and everything that was going on, I just feel like, you know, the past week, or, you know, the past 6 months, basically since Diddy's been arrested, I just feel like things have been kicked up a notch with mentioning other people. And, you know, this could mean not that they're going down in the Diddy trial. I honestly don't think any other celebrity is going down in the P. Diddy trial that begins in May, but I think it's giving us hints. I think it's giving us those secret eggs to show us who is going to be next in the next decade. I think only in the next decade, in the next 10 years, is something going to begin like this again. Diddy falling, Epstein falling, you know, R. Kelly falling, all of these people, they only fall every 5 to 10 years, someone big like this. It's like a sacrifice, in my opinion, the way I see it. It's not something that's going to happen in the next 6 months to a year. Then it takes a long time for somebody to be going down like this, and there's a reason for it. And it's a sacrifice in some kind of way, or they've, you know, upset their higher up people. But it takes a long time for things like this to happen. Anyways, let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to the Dawn Richards case and the updates, and the fact that, you know, a good minor victory for Diddy, 50 speaking on Jay-Z, and even Suge Knight speaking on Jay-Z as well. Subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. So much so. Send a super thanks. Subscribe to the channel, guys. If you have not subscribed, it's just one click. You're getting fresh videos every single day, 365 days of the year. Fresh content 24/7, TikToks, shorts, and also videos 24/7. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.